Alexander Isak has become a name on every football fan's radar. Standing at an imposing 6'4", the Swedish forward has taken the Premier League by storm, turning heads with his stunning goals, mesmerizing dribbles, and ability to show up when it matters most. Many consider him the standard bearer for the modern number 9, someone who can fuse technical brilliance with an old-school physical edge. His performances at Newcastle United have only fueled the hype, especially since he's been linked with top clubs like Arsenal and Chelsea, all eager for a prolific goalscorer who also brings creativity and flair. Moreover, Isak's presence at Newcastle has coincided with the club's most significant breakthrough in decades, their first major domestic trophy in 70 years. This historic achievement has catapulted Newcastle into the spotlight and underscored Isak's key role in their ongoing success. But just how good is Alexander Isak really? Has he truly ushered in a new era of forward play, or is the buzz simply the result of an exceptional season? Let's delve into Newcastle's remarkable campaign, examine Isak's individual performances and tactical impact, and see how he measures up against the best strikers in the game. Newcastle United's 2024-25 season has been a revelation, serving as the culmination of years of rebuilding and ambitious spending. Under new ownership and guided by a dynamic managerial approach, the club has transformed from a mid-table outfit into a bona fide contender for top honors in England. A huge part of their resurgence has been their capacity to blend youthful talent with seasoned experience, forging a balanced squad that's adept at both controlling possession and springing swift counterattacks. Early in the season, Newcastle rattled off a series of wins, punctuated by clean sheets that highlighted their newfound defensive discipline. The crowning achievement of this resurgent Newcastle side, however, has been their first major trophy in 70 years, a monumental success that lifted the spirits of fans and players alike. While the entire squad deserves credit, Alexander Isak has stood out among the new faces. His goals and all-around attacking contributions have turned tight matches in their favor, especially in knockout situations where a single moment of brilliance can decide the outcome. This trophy triumph wasn't just about ending a drought, it underscored the fact that Newcastle had reached a level of competitiveness few thought possible even a few seasons ago. The significance of this trophy win can't be overstated. For a fan base starved of glory, hoisting silverware after 7 decades has injected an enormous sense of optimism into the club. Local supporters who recall decades of near misses and underachievement now have an iconic moment to cherish, a sign that the Magpies are no longer content merely to survive in the Premier League, but to thrive and challenge the established powerhouses. Alexander Isak's imprint on this historic season is profound, and his role in helping Newcastle secure a piece of silverware so long overdue has naturally sparked curiosity about whether this is just the beginning of a golden era at St. James's Park. In a campaign filled with pivotal matches and headline-grabbing performances, Isak's emergence as a marquee striker has been one of the most compelling narratives. When it comes to Alexander Isak's individual performances, the stats tell a story of a striker in peak form. Over the course of the current season, he's racked up a series of goals, some described as unstoppable rockets from the edge of the box, others as calm, clinical finishes placed beyond the reach of any goalkeeper. For a forward who's only in his early 20s, Isak's goal tally already places him among the top scorers in the league, a remarkable feat that's garnered attention from clubs across Europe. Furthermore, he isn't just about finishing moves. He's shown an ability to provide assists, showcasing a willingness to drop deeper, link play, and feed attacking runs from teammates. Apart from his domestic form, Isak's accomplishments in Swedish football circles also lend credibility to his talent. He began his career at AIK, netting his first goal at just 16 years of age, rapidly turning heads with his composure and innate scoring instinct. He then traveled a winding path through Borussia Dortmund and a successful stint in the Netherlands, during which he scored 12 goals in 12 Eredivisie matches, before finding stability at Real Sociedad. Each step along the way saw him refine different aspects of his game: his hold-up play, one-on-one dribbling, and final third decision-making. Since arriving at Newcastle in a record deal, he's brought all those refined skills to the Premier League, reminding everyone of his status as a modern, multifaceted forward. Even when sidelined by injuries or forced to adapt to new tactical setups, Isak has remained a potent attacking force, compiling both goals and assists that underline his all-around value to the team. Much of Alexander Isak's success stems from how well his attributes complement Newcastle's tactical approach. Standing tall at 6'4", yet moving with the grace of a smaller forward, he merges the strength of a classic target man with the agility and ball control of a skillful winger. In a league where defenders often rely on physicality to neutralize forwards, Isak's speed and footwork provide him with multiple ways to escape tight marking. He can muscle his way past a defender on one occasion, then dribble around another with flair the next, keeping opposing backlines perpetually on alert. Newcastle typically fields a system that balances patient build-up with swift counters, an environment in which Isak thrives. Deployed primarily as a center forward, he leads the line by pressing high, challenging defenders who try to play out from the back, and quickly turning transitions into goal-scoring opportunities. His link-up play, often carried out through quick 1-2s and intuitive off-the-ball runs, is a critical element of Newcastle's ability to break down resolute defenses. Unlike some tall forwards who excel only in aerial duels, Isak is equally comfortable dropping deeper to receive the ball and unleash a pass that initiates an attacking move. One hallmark of his style is his big game mentality. Whether he's facing a defensive powerhouse or a mid-table side, Isak tends to rise to the occasion, showing a composure in front of goal that belies his age. In physically demanding matches, he leverages his height to win aerial duels, while in more open games, his quick acceleration allows him to outpace defenders on the break. This adaptability makes him not just a single-dimensional striker, but a forward who can excel in multiple match scenarios. His finishing repertoire is also versatile, capable of unleashing thunderous strikes from outside the box or calmly slotting the ball home in crowded penalty areas. Comparisons are inevitable whenever a promising forward bursts onto the scene, and Alexander Isak is no exception. Some have likened his physique and skill set to Zlatan Ibrahimovic, noting their similar height and flair for scoring spectacular goals. Others see shades of Thierry Henry in his explosive runs and the way he glides past defenders. Yet, while these parallels might speak to his potential, Isak is carving out his own identity as a modern number 9 who marries classical striking attributes with a contemporary emphasis on mobility and creativity. Among current Premier League forwards, Isak stands out for his completeness. Whereas many strikers excel in one area, like raw pace, aerial prowess, or finishing, he checks multiple boxes, making him a nightmare for defenders. He can bury headers, beat opponents on the dribble, and finish calmly under pressure. This level of versatility has even prompted speculation linking him to clubs in need of a star forward. Of course, no player is without areas for growth. For Isak, consistency across a full season and continued refinement in decision-making could lift him from standout performer to genuine world-class status. While he's already shown a penchant for scoring in big matches, occasionally he drifts out of games when starved of quality service. Improving his synergy with the midfield or developing an even sharper positional sense could see him convert more half chances into goals. If he stays fit, remains dedicated to evolving his game, and continues to thrive under Newcastle's ambitions, there's every reason to believe he could rank among Europe's finest strikers in the not-too-distant future. So, just how good is Alexander Isak? Judging by his towering presence, explosive speed, and knack for scoring in vital moments, he's emerged as one of the Premier League's most complete and exciting forwards. At Newcastle, he hasn't just delivered goals, he's helped secure their first major trophy in 70 years, etching his name into the club's folklore. The real question is whether he can keep this momentum and spearhead Newcastle's ambitions for long-term success. What do you think? Can Isak maintain his blistering form and continue elevating Newcastle to new heights? Or is there still another level for him to unlock? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to like and subscribe.